when I came in the Navy, there was no guarantee, there was no contract that you were going to go to Navy dive school. You came in the Navy, and in boot camp, we took the PT test. And the PT test is swim, run, push up, sit up, pull up. And I did all that. And it's interesting because the first thing you do is the swim, and 30 people show up for the swim, and 4 of us finish the swim successfully. And it's not a terribly challenging swim, but if you're not a swimmer, you're just not prepared for that. It's really simple. And the same thing with the run and sit-ups and push-ups and pull-ups. So I got through the PT test, and it was a Navy SEAL, and I didn't know what a SEAL was at the time either. This is back in 1984. But the SEAL who gave us the PT test, he said, okay, you successfully passed the test, go to medical, take this quick medical exam, and then, we'll adjust your orders and send you guys to dive school. So I went to medical, and the eye exam, I failed. So the corpsman said, you can't be a Navy diver. Your vision is too poor. So I left that eye exam with tears in my eyes because all I wanted to do was be a Navy diver. And I went through this reclassification process where I selected a new career field, which is advanced electronics, something I wasn't particularly interested in, but my test scores, my entry-level test scores called the ASVAB, qualified me for pretty much anything. While I was in that advanced electronics school, I went and took another eye test. And this time they said my eyes were good and qualified to be a Navy diver. So I went back to the electronics school, told them what had happened and been a mistake, and we got to change my orders. And at that time, the leadership said, no, you're locked into this advanced electronics contract for 6 years. In 6 years, you can apply. And I had to soul search. I had to do whatever I could to get out of that contract. There's something called the detailer. These are the people who sit at that time in Washington, D.C., and they write everybody's orders for who's going where around the world. And the diving detailer is the one I was talking to. And what he told me was, look, I'm not telling you what to do. He said, I can't touch you right now. He said, but if and when that school releases you, I will see it and I will pick you up and send you to dive school. So I had that kind of in my back pocket, if you will. But again, I'm 18 years old. I've been in the Navy for 4 months. I was as junior as you can be. Again, I did soul searching, and I told myself I joined to be a Navy diver, and I'm going to do whatever it takes. I didn't pass my next few tests in that school, and I was released from that school and sent to Navy dive school a week later in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. At the age of 19, I graduated Navy dive school in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, and that till this day remains one of the most memorable moments in my life.